I'm happy. I'm so happy that we won.
Elmer Geronimo Pratt, 27 years to freedom.
Freedom for Elmer Geronimo Pratt. After 27 years, the former Black Panther is out on bail. He was jailed for a crime he says he did not commit, claims he was framed by the FBI and the LAPD. Fox 11 News has been following Pratt's story for the past 4 years, and on the day of his release, we were the only local TV station to be granted a one-on-one interview. Did you ever expect this day to come?
Well, yeah, I did, but not come like this. I thought it would just come, you know, just another little whisper, but this is a big bang. I mean, I've never expected this kind of, but it's such a loving kind of thing.
Pratt's legal battles are not over. The ruling that led to his freedom on bail is being appealed. He says he's not afraid.
The truth has always been on my side. It's just that I had a multi-billion or $1 million apparatus spitting out all kind of lies against it.
And to understand that, to understand the Pratt story, you need to go back. Back a quarter of a century to the summer of 1972, when Elmer Geronimo Pratt was convicted of murder. His attorney, a young Johnny Cochran Jr.
He's maintained his innocence throughout. He was very, very disappointed in the verdicts. Today was nothing different. He plans to go on with the fight.
Former Fox 11 News producer Myra Ming and our colleague, the late Chris Harris, originally investigated this story, and their work led to a 1995 half-hour special that traced the Pratt case from its roots. That's where Myra Ming picks up the story.
Our story begins in the late 1960s. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense was shaking up the establishment with its revolutionary rhetoric. Revolution has come. Fists in the air proclaiming Black power. Elmer Pratt joined. He became known as Geronimo Pratt, quickly rising to leader of the Los Angeles chapter. The murder that sent Pratt to prison happened on the west side of town, December 18, 1968, the city of Santa Monica, around 8 o'clock at night. Caroline and Kenneth Olson came here to play tennis. Suddenly, 2 men approached, demanding money. The Olsons gave them everything they had, $18. The robbers told them to lie down, then shot them. Caroline Olson died, Kenneth Olson survived, and ultimately identified Pratt, even though he says he was in the Bay Area, 400 miles away, the night of the murder.
I was in Oakland, California.
Doing what?
Attending a meeting with the Black Panther Party.
From door to door, from block to block.
So if Pratt is telling the truth, how could a man spend more than half his life in prison for a murder he didn't do? Johnny Cochran claims prosecutors kept important information from him during the trial.
They lied, they cheated, they did everything, and they stole his freedom.
Former FBI agent Wes Swearingen worked in the Bureau's L.A. office when Elmer Pratt's case went to trial.
They framed him for murder in order to neutralize him because he was leader of the Black Panther Party in Los Angeles.
Is there any doubt in your mind that that's what happened?
No, there's no doubt whatsoever.
The FBI's own confidential records lend credence to Pratt's claim of innocence. These memos show that in November 1968, 1 month before the tennis court murder, agents installed equipment to tap into Black Panther Party phones. Pratt says that FBI telephone logs would provide his alibi, showing that he was in the Bay Area at the time of the murder. Pratt's attorneys have tried to get the records, but now the FBI says they are missing. Swearingen could not find them when he searched the agency's files.
I was flabbergasted because it's the only time that I had never been able to find wiretaps, because we kept everything. When you put a wiretap on, you keep the logs. You don't throw them away. And this is the first time I've never been able to find them.
In 25 years?
In 25 years.
I found that the logs never existed because there was no such wiretap.
Retired Magistrate Judge John Cronenberg